Part 5, the guided traffic roadmap to 1K a day. This is where a lot of people get stuck because they do not understand the core stuff here. I want to ask you guys a question. Does everybody here understand that at a basic level, we could run ads to our sales page, to our Tripwire page? Just give me a yes if you understand that. And that is, like, you can always run ads to those pages. And by the way, Trevor will help you with those ads. Like, I want you guys to understand. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Our AI assistant, Trevor, which is all about traffic, will help you do that. But does everybody also understand that a big piece of the puzzle that will put you into the next level is understanding a concept called core content that will help drive people to your website, and then they will discover your products because you gave them value? A blog, a podcast, or something like a YouTube channel would be what we call core content. Give me a yes if this makes sense. Core content. It's value. It's you leading with value. Does everybody understand that social media content should be content that amplifies your core content? Give me a yes if this makes sense. So, yes, we can run ads directly to our sales pages, but I want you guys to understand what happens if on social media, every single week we're putting out social media posts that lead people back to our core content, either blog, podcast, or video. But every time they come to our website to see that content, we've got our offer dangling in their face. Everybody understand that conceptually, what we're trying to build here, the machine that we are trying to build here. Now, the problem with this machine, and what I'm going to help you solve with Trevor here, is it's typically extremely time consuming, bordering on impossible, to incredibly expensive when you do make it possible to do this. And the expense that comes with it can outweigh the amount of money that you're making if you don't watch it. I've been victim to that a few times. But I want you to understand, if you can get yourself in a position where you can launch content on a regular basis that delivers true value to people, they will naturally go looking for your products. Give me a yes if this makes sense. So let me walk you through this so that we can dig in this together and you can see this. Does everybody understand what we're trying to do here and what this site is about to do at a very high level? This site, which is just an example, we click in here. We're talking about how to unlock better sleep with AI-powered technology. I run a blog that is, this blog, I've run plenty of blogs before, but I want you guys to understand some core principles about a blog or a podcast or a video source. Give me a yes if you understand. We want 3 core topics on our blog, on our YouTube channel, or on our podcast. We want a main topic, but then we want 3 accessory topics. So I want you guys to understand, what is Serial Progress Seeker morphing into over the last little bit? You've seen it. Everybody else has seen it. And the world is about to see it even more. And this is the thing. Anytime you've got to reinvent something, anytime you've got to move forward, anytime you want to build something from scratch, what is Serial Progress Seeker about? It's always been about digital marketing, right? It's always been about digital marketing, but we're adding the AI flavor. So underneath that AI and marketing flavor, I want you guys to understand our 3 topics are this. Ready? Give me a yes if you're ready for my 3 topics. Put a 3 in the box if you're ready for the 3 topics so that I can explain the strategy here, because this is incredibly important. There's 3 core topics that I want everybody to lock in, because I will change your life just from a conceptual standpoint if you understand what I'm about to explain to you. And then I'm going to give you the AI to actually do it for you. Here's the deal. There's 3 things. We are AI and marketing, right? AI and digital marketing. But underneath that, we have business, we have lifestyle, and we have holy shit. Those are my 3 topics. Now, let me explain this. 3 times a week, there will be posts going live on Serial Progress Seeker. They are written by AI. They are curated by myself and my staff. 3 times a week, topics will be going live on Serial Progress Seeker. One of those topics is business, which will be like your straight post about marketing, your post about marketing, your post about business and how it relates to AI, like how AI is affecting it. Give me a yes if you understand that part. That's one of the categories. Okay. The other category is lifestyle, which is what this post is. Hey, I know a lot of entrepreneurs that are out there struggling with sleep, that are my audience already, but they're struggling with sleep. This is a lifestyle post to help people with still talking about AI, but AI helping you with your personal life. And then we've got what we're going to call holy shit post, which are, oh my gosh, did you hear about this new AI thing that happened? We don't know how it fits into business or lifestyle yet, but it's amazing and it's going to change the world, we think. Everybody understand the 3 topics that we're going to be building out content for as we get this thing cranking. Like I said, I've done this in the past. You guys remember Closers Cafe. You guys remember Fearless Social. You guys remembered as we were getting hardcore into podcasts, we have always built out really big things. These are pillar topics. Okay? These are pillar topics. No, these are not pillar topics for my newsletter. My newsletter is primarily focused on business and marketing. But these are topics that will drive people here. Why are we trying to drive people here? Well, this blog post, cool. There's a blog post. All right, well, cool. Here's the social media stuff that we've got that leads people there, that we're going to post on social media that leads there. But the idea is once I lead them to this, we get them trapped into our tripwire. Now, that's a terrible way to say it, but you guys get the idea. I want them to find the tripwire by seeing this link at the top. I want them to go to the front of the website, click here to go, because I want them to fall into the top of this funnel, which is this page. Give me a yes if you understand the purpose of content other than just ads that go directly to your sales page. That's what I'm saying. Is like a lot of people don't understand why they should have a podcast, why they should have a blog, why they just see other people doing it. This is why. It's to drive people back to one location that is actually a funnel in disguise so that they will buy your other stuff. Okay, now let's get into it. Let's talk about the 2 pieces of Trevor. Okay. So we have Trevor that does foundational content. We have Trevor that does short form marketing content. Give me a yes if this makes sense to you. So first part of Trevor is going to build your foundational content. All right. The second part of Trevor is going to build like the small things for social media that point back to your foundational content. Or if you're pointing to a sales page, he'll do that too. Okay. So let's get into it. So Trevor, we're just going to do a blog post. Okay. And what topics should the blog post cover? All right. So Trevor, I want to cover how, or let's just do this. Let's go over, I want to cover some AI strategies to help people have a better home life. Now pay attention to what's happening here. What did Trevor do? Trevor has put together a list of things that we can possibly do this on. I think it's kind of cool. AI powered meal planning. Okay, so I'm going to do number 4. Okay. Now, Trevor's going to say, do you want any specific highlights on apps? So like maybe I have something I was thinking of going into this. And I'm just going to say, I don't have any specific apps, but I would love to feature 3 to 5 AI apps and link to their sites after we talk about them. Just giving it instructions. This should be aimed at professionals because that's who I want coming to my website. Any personal experience? No personal experience. Name of my website? CEO Progress Seeker, and the post author is Ben Atkins. That was that last question there. Everybody see how I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Give me a number 1 if you see all this and you understand what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Okay. What it's doing now is doing a rough outline for the post so that I can say, yes, this works, or I'm not real sure, or let's change this. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I've got a problem with this post already. Okay. I got a problem with this post already, and it's in number 3. In part 3, I want to make sure we are citing real apps. Not hypothetical. So I'm looking at the outline. I'm like, this is what's wrong. Does everybody understand that? You've got to be on top of it. Okay. So let's see what we got. Okay. It gave me real apps. So I got that. Now here's what I'm going to have it do. Can you put this post in its own window for easier copying? Can you also bulk up the post a little bit so that it's a bit longer? Just examples of stuff you guys might throw in there, okay? Sandy says, do you disclose on the sales page or in other places that the content is AI produced or assisted? No. No. Here's the deal. I'm not putting these things into places where that could be a problem. What I am doing is I'm making sure I curate this. Here's the thing. Anytime I get a link, I am making sure that link goes somewhere. And I'm making sure that I approve. Give me a yes in the box if you guys hear me on this. Okay. All right. One more thing that I like to do, and this is just, you don't have to do this, but I like to do this. Oh, I'm typing in the box. Don't want to do that. Sorry. Can you redo the post with the same text, but suggest pictures for each section? Just, you guys don't have to do that. Okay. You don't have to do that, but like, just sometimes I like this as a nice way to kind of get a little bit of that extra stuff. So far, so good. Now, let me ask you a question. Could you sit down and do your entire month's worth of blog posts planned out in one setting? Or podcast. If you guys are using Clipcast, by the way, Clipcast is my app that does podcasts. Could you guys do your entire month in one setting? 100%. Now, here's just a little, do you want a trick? Anybody want a trick? Give me a yes if you'd like a little tricky trick. Want a little trick? Okay. Cool. So, real quick here. Can you guys see? Yeah, see Canva? Give me a yes if you can see Canva. Just batching your work here. Create a design. And we're going to go to presentation style. Okay. I'm going to go to apps. I'm going to go to I'm going to get down here. I'm going to go to Magic Media, and I'm opening up Magic Media in Canva. Okay. Now, styles, I want this to be filmic, let's say. I'm going to do a landscape because we've got a landscape here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hop back into here, and I'm going to copy my image suggestion. You don't have to do this. You can literally, if you're using something like, our NetEngine platform, you can literally go search for things on Unsplash and use Unsplash things. But you could generate images from scratch too. This is always, results may vary when you're using AI to do your images, but you can get some very interesting things here. So there we go. Cool, right? Let's see what this one is. This hand freaks me out. Don't think I'll use that one, but you get the idea. Little too many fingers here. I always laugh when I do this stuff because you run into some weird things sometimes. But like I said, your results may vary. Feel free to test it out. What I like to do a lot of times, though, is I will copy all of this and I will move it into my window, and I will, of course, delete these, prompts for images after I've done this. But I will usually copy this entire setup over into my web page builder or my blog tool, and then I'll just sort of edit from there. Give me a yes if this makes sense to you. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to see next is once you get this posted, okay, once you get this posted, and this does not take long to just move text from one place to the other, but once you get this posted, you're going to end up with something like this. This is a AI generated article about AI. So grab this URL, okay? Remember, the writing of this article was Trevor Part 1. The writing of this article was Trevor Part 1, which is our long form. I did blog posts. You can do podcast episode, short video. Clipcast is great when you don't want to read the article or read the podcast script yourself. Clipcast not only generates the script for you, it reads it for you and does the whole podcast. But if you want to do your own podcast and you want to do the talking and do the recording, or you want to do the videos, this will generate scripts for those things too, based on your topic. Trevor Part 2 is where we build the short form. So let's just say we want social media post. Okay? We click social media post. Great. Before we get started, what's the URL of the page that we're promoting? Does everybody understand? I could put the sales page URL in there and Trevor would work from that. Give me a yes if this makes sense. If I put the sales page URL, Trevor is going to build social media posts for that. But if I put the blog post URL in there, let's watch what happens. I'm not saying that you all couldn't do this yourself, but it's amazing when you don't have to. James, great question. Do you ever ask Trevor to use a specific tone of voice or a contact or like a combo of specific? Here's what's cool. Could you write 5 more for Facebook that are lighthearted and conversational? I want you guys to understand, I have given you the framework with these 4 AI assistants. What you do with them after they do their basic job is what makes it yours. Give me a yes if that's profound in your world, because you understand I am handing you 4 highly trained assistants. But when they start working in your company, they're going to become like part of your culture. And that's the thing that blows your mind is I am going to give you the basics, but you're going to do things with these 4 assistants that I never thought of doing. You're going to have them write in ways that I never thought of having them write. And I want you guys to understand that's the real power behind what we're doing here. So, does that make sense? Does everybody understand how these assistants work, how they work together, and how you can start building your foundation right now? Give me a yes or a number 1 or a lucky number 7. Just give me a, if you understand that what I have just given you is a $100,000 per year plus. We're probably talking $200,000 to $500,000 per year staff that has already been trained for 10 years of how to do something a particular way. And now you get to bring them into your organization and help take them into your culture and bring them into your world. It doesn't matter if you sell skateboards. It doesn't matter if you sell online guitar theory. It doesn't matter if you sell to real estate agents marketing advice. The idea is they are about to take on your culture and your mission. My big thing is ask for help. Today was 100% about getting you in the mindset of these. I have a little bit of homework for you. Can I give you a little bit of homework before we get together again? Don't think of it as actual homework. Think of it as building your 1K per day empire here, okay? Give me a number 1 if you're ready for a little homework. Okay? Here's what I want each and every one of you to do. I want each and every one of you to do this. I want you to go in and I want you to start working with Valerie, and I want you to build the foundation of your business. When you get the information on the market that you're going to go after and you get real in depth with it, I want you to go and I want you to build the order page for your first product, which is $19.95. Then I want you to build the outline for your newsletter using our whole Paul setup with that. From there, I'd like for you to go build out the sales copy for your first VSL. And I would like for you to be thinking about, before we get together the next time, how you are going to build out all of the products that we have in that funnel. So, at some point, you're going to have to do the workshop. I know that scares the crap out of a lot of you, but like that workshop is something that once you get super comfortable with this niche, once you get super comfortable with this topic, that workshop is something you're going to be comfortable doing. The AI will assist you in doing it. I don't need you to get to workshop yet. I just want you to think about, hey, what's the $19.95 product? What is the newsletter? If you can get those things done, we have products to work with when we get in some of the technical setup of how to put these things on a web page, how to put the cart stuff together. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Give me a yes if you got me. Right now, do not worry so particularly much about putting a full website together. I just want you to figure out who you're going after, understand who they are, build your $19.95 product, build your weekly newsletter. The next time we get together, I'm going to show you guys how to start putting this stuff into reality if you don't know. Listen, there's plenty of people here that know how to take this stuff, and put it on a page already. But if you're a little stuck with putting it on a page, we'll get together here in about 2 weeks after you've had time to put this together. Just don't show up to that call having nothing to do. This is a workshop we're in, guys, meaning I want you to work. I'm going to hand you the AI stuff today. I would like for you guys to be ready, because you have a VSL, because you have all this stuff, for us to put all these things together. Do you do all 52 weeks of the newsletter at once? No. I want you guys to create one newsletter and make sure it is top notch. Does that make sense? I just want you guys to make sure that you've got, when somebody buys your product, you've got the first thing to deliver to them. Everybody got me on that? Give me a yes if this makes sense. Yeah, that's all. I just want you to start putting this stuff together so you got your products. Putting together the funnel, some of you don't know how to do that yet. If you don't, stick around. We'll do that in a couple of weeks. I'll make sure we get together in a couple of weeks. I'll go through how to build the funnel in an easy way. For those of you that know how to do it, feel free to jump ahead and go do it. But if you don't yet, I'll make sure we do a session on that too. Real quick question for me. Real quick question for me from me. Do you guys understand why this is revolutionary and everything changes from this day forward? Give me a yes if this makes sense to you and you understand how everything should be different from this day forward. If you don't know how to pick a niche, go use Valerie and say, I'm starting from scratch. Valerie will help you pick a niche. I don't want any of this. I don't want to pick a niche stuff ever again. I fully believe that this is something that will change everybody's life if you jump into this and do it. I got one thing. Can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys do me a favor? Can you leave me a quick little testimonial talking about why today was a big deal for you? If I give you a link, would you do that for me? I'm going to give you access to a couple things here in a minute that are going to be your assistants. I'm going to give you access to your assistants, but can you do this for me real quick? I am going to pop something onto your chat right now, and I want you guys to do me a big old favor. Okay, I'm going to give you a link. And I would like for you guys to hop over to this link. Give me a second. I'm going to pop it in the chat. Everything lags when I'm on a webinar, so it takes me a little bit of extra time to get it. Okay, I'm popping in the chat right now a link to Facebook. Right now, just go to that post and love it or like it for me. Okay, just jump to that post and love it or like it for me. And I just want to make sure that that everybody can see it and you're there. Just go love it, like it for me, and let me know that you're there. Here's the thing that I would like for you to do for me. I would like for you to do a little trick. Before you leave a testimonial, I would like for you to do a little trick for me. Okay? Can you guys do a trick for me? And I want to show you a trick that I use, and I want you to like do this for me. Okay, before you go leave it, just go like or love it, but then I want you to do this. Does everybody see ChatGPT on my screen right now? Give me a yes. Give me a yes if you see ChatGPT on your screen. This is fun. I love doing this. So watch this. I want you to help me write a testimonial for Ben Atkins and his 1K per day AI business workshop. I'll actually type this prompt in for you, so you don't even have to do that. Okay? Here are my initial thoughts on it. It was a great insight into how I can build a full business, and it's for privately trained AI assistants are going to make my business life so much easier. Now, by the way, you don't have to write this, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this prompt, and then I want you to do the thoughts below, and I want you to just kind of get into this. Okay, cool. Now we've got something that's more polished out like that. Now here's what I like to do. Can you lengthen it out a bit? I just love doing this because I want to make sure that I like leave big feedback. I want it to be in my voice, but this is how I like going and do this. By the way, you don't have to do this. If you just want to like type something in there, that's cool. But like I use this for so much when people are, asking me, I give my thoughts, but then I have the AI polish it. Just a little trick that I wanted to give you, and it kind of fits into, hey, me asking for you to leave me a testimonial. Do me a favor, go like this post for me. In the next hour, jump in, leave me a testimonial there. You don't have to use the AI part. That was an excuse for me to teach you one more AI thing that I think is insanely valuable, but hopefully that helps out. Listen, I'm going to do something here real quick. I want to make sure we get these in for you so that you've got it. Hang loose. I'm going to put these obviously into the members area too, but ooh, that's ugly as sin. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to build you something that's a little nicer than that. Hang loose. You guys see this? I'll have you much prettier buttons here in a few and a much prettier way to get access to these things. But there we go. That'll be a much prettier link for you guys to get access to this stuff. Does that work better? Give me a yes if that works better for you guys than what I had on the screen before. Yeah, there you go. That way you guys have access to these assistants and you can get started right now. You don't have to wait on the replay to come up, but you can get started. If you have any questions or anything, please, please, please let me know. Oh, let's see here. Yep, give me. Oh, I thought I made it public. I didn't. Thanks for catching me. There you go. There you go. Should be good now. Just refresh it. There you go. I can see you guys popping up there. Perfect. Okay, you guys. Listen, I hope you enjoyed today. I had so much fun teaching you guys this stuff. We are here to help you. Okay. I want everybody to understand that we are here to help you. There is going to be Canva templates popping up into the members area a little bit later. There's going to be lots of little stuff happening over the next month to 2 months. So watch your emails. This was not just a one-time training session. I got more stuff I want to do, but do me a favor right now, jump into use the assistants that you guys have and start building out your foundation and send me questions. When we get together here in a couple of weeks, I want to make sure that I have a ton of questions to answer and I've got some structure for what you all need, not what I think you guys need. Give me a number one if you can do that for me. Just big number one, let me know. I want to make sure that like you guys have actually used this stuff. I don't want like, I imagine I'm going to need this. I want you to tell me I'm stuck here or I don't know how to do this or the AI tried to stab me. So the next training is going to be April 8th at 2 p.m. Eastern. We popped it in the chat at the very beginning of the call, but I'll pop it in again for you. Is all of the content shared or is it private? What do you mean? What do you mean, buddy? What do you mean, Jason? Let me know. Anything that I gave to you is for you and you alone. Do not share these AI assistants. Do not share any of the documents. This is for you and you alone. Okay? I don't know if that's what you were actually asking, but hopefully that makes sense. The ChatGPT content. What do you mean? Oh, like if you put something in and you generate it, it's yours. It's private. Like nobody else is going to see it because you're in your account. Okay? Yeah, so that's it's your stuff. It's your stuff. Okay. We'll have our next training Tuesday, April 8th at 2 p.m. Eastern. I will make sure you guys have lots of emails reminding you of that. In the meantime, do me a big favor. If you had fun today, come type the lucky number 7 in the box right now. Give me a lucky number 7 in the box right now. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your very thoughtful questions. I appreciate your attention. All I need from you now is to go get to work and start building. I'm going to tell you, it does take work building this in the beginning, but once you get this thing built, it works for you. And that's where things really start to get interesting. Listen, had a great time. And yeah, someone says, hey, have you talked about Zach about how the two products are integrated? Yes, Zach's like software layer of things, you guys, that Zach's doing some AI software stuff. Zach's software layer would fit absolutely perfectly in your $9.99 workshop section. Hopefully that makes sense. So like that software layer is sort of the thing that comes after that. So no, all our stuff always works together really, really good. Obviously we try to coordinate those things. Okay. Amy says, before you go, can you talk about how this would work with the new sites with the new sites products? We have also the new sites. What do you mean? You have to give me like more deets on that, homie. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, newsletters for different cities. Send me that question privately and let me sort of like break that down a little bit on probably next call. I'll try to break it down to you first, but I'll try to do it from there. If you run into anything, by the way, if you ever run into anything where like it's telling you that it can't find a GPT, that happens to me too from occasion. Refresh. If it doesn't come back up, then do me a favor, just let me know. Like I have where like Chat GPT, OpenAI will blank out every so often, be like, oh, I can't find this. And yeah, you're there. You shouldn't need to. No, like I said, to do the deep research stuff, Gregory, you will, but not for the normal stuff. You're going to get better results, you guys, for everything you're doing if you have at least the middle paid account. Yeah. Cool. Refresh did the trick. Yeah, it happens to me all the time, buddy. I'll be using GPT and I'll be in the middle of using it, be like, it's gone, and I'll be like, what? And I just hit refresh, and it's fine. So, okay, guys, I kept you a little bit over time. I appreciate you. I hope it was worth your time. I hope you leave this training feeling very good. We got more to come. Go get to work, start building the foundational stuff, get those first couple products together, do that research, get used to how these AI assistants work. But more importantly, you've been on this call for 2 hours. Walk away from your computer for a little bit, get some rest, come back with fresh eyes. That's the most important. There's nobody that should be going to play with this stuff right now because I just probably exhausted you. Walk away, go get some food, get some fresh eyes, and come back and then start working. Remember, we got 2 weeks until we meet again. I'll see you guys then. All right. Love you all a ton. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and more to come. We'll talk soon.